Okay, so maybe I just want to show what's been done with this. Zoom in. But yeah. Got a PiStorm. And we've soldered on these short little pins onto this relocator board. It says the name of it somewhere, or is it? Open relocator. Look, I want to read it. That's back in here. It's not going to help because it's upside down, but so it sits like this, and these pins here will sit in your CPU, just like this on the Amiga 500. Then we've got, I'll just take all the tape off. The tape's just there for insulation, just so it sits inside the 500, it's not touching stuff and shorting things. That can happen. So this instead comes out of a PiStorm board, and normally PiStorm here without a header, normally the PiStorm would line up with this. It would line up with this way, okay? So these pins would be on the top, they wouldn't be coming out the bottom. Okay, that's just how this board is designed. Okay, and it all fits in like this. It's all lined up, and you've got the header here, and it goes into your trapdoor in your Amiga 1200. Now we're going to put we're not using Amiga 1200, so this is basically the PiStorm 32 Lite for the Amiga 1200. It's missing its little FPGA chip. This one here instead is the adapter board that has this CM4, which is like a miniature version of a Raspberry Pi 4. It's almost identical, and this basically is the form factor of a Raspberry Pi 4. So you can see it's much smaller. It hasn't got any of these ports, and that wasn't a Raspberry Pi 4, but it's still the same form factor. So here instead, if you use the light version, it's very important. If you use it's called light because it has no onboard memory or hard drive space. This instead, if it's the light version, will read from this SD card reader here. Okay, and then the USB ports and HDMI all comes out through this flex cable that you'll attach in here. This is another bit of tape. I used to have a fan on here, so you can use an optional fan, and that does produce a lot of cooling. It does work effectively with the fan, but it's noisy, so there's a trade-off there. But yeah, so for the Amiga 500, you need to put these pins on the bottom, and they'll sit on top as if you're placing a Raspberry Pi, because this where pin 1 is, I guess. It just has to work the same way, and if you did it that way, it wouldn't work the right way. Okay, just never will work the right way if you turn it upside down. These things will just boggle the mind and you start thinking too much. But anyway, this is the way it works. So you line it up, like so, and you push it in. So you end up with this little sandwich. I've stuffed it up. So that's very easy to do. So always check your pins. It's easily to be, you can shove them all different directions. It still feels like it's gone in. So now this is set from all different sides. Okay. So with this, like this, goes in the CPU slot, and then zoom out on this iPhone. But whole thing shot, maybe if we're lucky. Oh, is that what it is? Because we pinch it from far away. Okay, so that's it. That's what it's gonna. That's how it's gonna sit if you've got the keyboard in front of you. Okay. It's going to sit like that, and then it, yeah, just sort of rides on top of everything else. It's already there, set quite well, and then the lid comes down, so it works. And okay, we'll just go to the computer and see what else we can do with it.